Factorisation Worksheet Intermediate. So for the first question, we will need to check for common factors. So in this case, common factor is 2y, and then we will get 9x squared minus 4a squared. Then for this is two terms, we can use our special product. So keeping 2y, we will have 9 is 3 square, 4 is 2 square, 2 factors, and then 2 sign, 1 plus 1 minus. So this will be 3x minus 2a, 3x plus 2a. Then this will be the answer. For question B, same thing, we'll need to factorize out a common factor. In this case, the common factor is x, and then I'll get 9 over 25 x squared. Remember, there are two terms over here, so we need to have two terms in a bracket. X divided by x will be equals to 1. So we will have x bracket. This is also by special product because there's two terms. 9 is 3 square, 25 is 5 square, so we will have 3 over 5x plus 1 and 3 over 5x minus 1. For the next question, we will have a mixture of d and y. So we look at our pure breed d square and our pure breed y square. So we'll try to do three terms. We'll try to do a cross method. So I'll put my 5d square here and 6y square. So I need a d times d to give me d square, y times y to give me a y square. Using my calculator mode 3, a is the number 5, b is the number negative 13 because it's a mixture of two terms, and c is the number positive 6. My calculator gives me x equals to 2. Okay, so in this case, probably I will have a factor 2y with 1d. And I have another second answer, 3 over 5. That means I'll have 3y with 5d. Let's do our cross method. I'll get 10y, 10yd, 3yd. And I need a negative 13 dy, so both need to be negative, and I check negative and I get positive, so this is my answer. So the answer for this factorization will be d minus 2y, 5d minus 3y. Next one, we will have x plus y holding square, x plus y. So if let's say you are not able to identify the pattern, what you can do is you can let another letter, maybe say u be x plus y. So in this case, I'll get u squared plus 2u minus 48. Using our cross method, so I'll need a u squared, u by u, and then I need a 48. So let's test the factors. Using our mode 3 calculator, a is the value 1, b is the value 2, and c is the value negative 48. So my calculator shows me 6 and 8. So I'll take a look. 6u, 8u. I want a positive 2u, so put a positive with 8, negative, and I get, in this case, u minus 6, u plus 8. But however, must remember that our original question is x plus y, so replacing u with x plus y, my answer will be x plus y minus 6. And replacing u with x plus y plus 8. So this will be the final answer. Factorization Worksheet Intermediate, question number 3. So for this question here, you notice that there's a negative 8x squared minus 7x plus 1. So we don't really like to work with negative sign. So what we can do is we'll factorize out the negative sign first. And then we'll be left with 8x squared plus 7x minus 1. Then we will do the factorization cross product for the terms inside our brackets. So I'll need a 8x squared and I need a 1 down here. Then I need an x and x to give me x squared, and of course 1 times 1 to give me 1. So what are the factors that will give me 7x? So I'll probably consider 8 and 1 so that I get x, 8x. I want a positive 7x. So positive for my 8, negative for my x. And check the sign is correct. So in this case, the answer will be negative. Bracket 8x minus 1, x plus 1. Okay, following something similar. So we will have a negative sign as well. I'll try to factorize out a negative. And in this case, I noticed that there's a common factor, probably a common factor 2. So I'll factorize out negative 2 instead. And I'm left with 3y squared plus, oh, not a plus, sorry, minus 8x y, then a minus 3 x squared. And trying to do our cross method down here, we will be able to have 3y squared and 3x squared. So this is a mix, this is a pure breed. So I have y times y, x times x. If I cross, I'll get xy, xy. So I need a negative 8xy down here. What are the combinations that I can have? Using our calculator mode 3, we will have a to be 3, b to be negative 8, and c to be negative 3. So I'll get my answer x to be 3, maybe with 1 down here, and 1/3, so 1 and a 3. So crossing, I'll get 9xy and 1 unit xy. Negative, so negative 9, positive, and I get a negative 3x squared. So in this case, my answer will be negative 2 with 2 brackets, y minus 3x, 3y plus x, and that will be my answer. Next question 4, we have 4 terms. So in this case, we need to take note of grouping, and let's try to see if we can get the common factors out. So if I were to group this, I will have 2x, and this will be a minus 2b, and this one will be a 3y, 2b minus a. Now we notice that the sign over here, 2b minus a and a minus 2b, they are in different positions, and the sign is a little bit different. So what we can do is we will still keep the one in front, but probably I'll take a negative 3y instead, and then I'll change this to a minus 2b. Then I will be able to factorize this into a minus 2b. The one that's repeated is only returned once. 2x minus 3y. Okay, last but not least, let's take a look at the other one. We still have 4 terms. We notice that there's a square. Okay, but never mind. Let's see. I have 2x squared y plus 3x. So probably the common factor will be There is actually an error in the question. It's supposed to be 2x squared y 3x squared. Then it can be done. Now let's continue. So if this is the question, 2x squared y plus 3x squared minus 2y minus 3, I will factorize out the common factor x squared first, and then I'll get a 2y plus 3. And for this one over here, I will have factorized out a negative 1, okay, to give me a 2y plus 3, so that these two will become similar. And then I will have a 2y plus 3 with x squared minus 1. However, this is not the final answer because x squared minus 1 can be written as x squared minus 1 squared. So in this case over here, we are able to do a factorization by special product, x squared minus 1 squared, using the special product a squared minus b squared equals to a plus b, a minus b. We will have this to be x plus 1, x minus 1. Then this will be the final answer.